Welcome to the Creative Think Tank. My name is Elizabeth Zipora Akol and I'm your host as always. Today we are going to talk about the ethics of entrepreneurs or the ethics of one in a working environment. And today on the show also we have our one and only coach, Julius Oboth, who last time took us through the poem analysis and is coming back again to give us all these ethics. So stay tuned.
Thank you very much, Liz. And thank you, viewers, and thank you for following and liking Faraja Digital TV. And most especially in these sessions where we talk about the business knowledge.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much also for honoring our invitation.
You're welcome.
So usually when we get into the working environment, we do not go to school, or there are things that we are not taught about when we are in school. How to behave when we start up a business on a personal level, as a boss, as an entrepreneur, as a worker, or as an employee, or an employer, particularly. We are not taught these basics. What is the genesis of all this? How does it start up on an individual basis?
Thank you, Liz. Like we began last time, this is an analysis that I'm coming up as an entrepreneurship coach or trainer. And it's called a POM analysis, where we talk about planning, organizing, and managing. Today, specifically, the question that falls with the ethics is in the planning.
Okay.
And but first of all, we want to define what ethics is. Ethics is the ability where somebody has the sense to differentiate between what is right and wrong. Evaluate the decision that they want to make in that specific, let me say, that specific thought, which they thought was right or wrong. You evaluate it, and then it supports you to make a decision towards what you want to achieve. Okay. I'll say it again. It's the ability to sense what is right or wrong within yourself, and then you evaluate that decision that you've made within you. And then afterwards, it supports you to make a decision. So it is going to determine whether the decision you're going to make is going to be positive or negative. And that decision is going to determine whether your business is going to continue or you have decided on something that fails.
True.
Yes, please. And
that is very, very true. And we'll come to understand that as young people, we have emotions that come into these decisions that we try to make. You could probably make a decision because you're angry at your coworker, or you're angry at your employee. And I mean, how do you deal with that? Because even today, most of the businesses are failing because of the ethics that are lacking among these particular people. How do you come about with that?
You see, I always summarize ethics by saying it's a self-discipline. Under self-discipline, as an entrepreneur, there are about a couple of them that I wrote under my analysis, but I'm going to share a few, like about 5 or 6 most important ones. The first one is respect for clients. Okay. If you don't respect your clients, and then you expect them to support you, you are on a failing out. And I tell people, if you have a business, and recently I was in the supermarket, and this was just a teller, but I was giving her, and she was showing me all these kinds of attitude and disrespect, and I'm wondering if this business was really hers, would she really, have clients?
Would the supermarket be there?
Yes, and today we are seeing businesses are closing, but some of the cores, and this should be taught to the entrepreneurs out there, the cores are the ethics of one, you yourself as the owner of the business, but also the people that you are employing. And this is, when I say this is under the POM analysis, I categorize it under planning. Planning for the human resource, like we started. Okay. And we said human resource, if you're planning, you are also planning for yourself. So one, respect your clients. Train your people to respect them. They must be welcoming. There's a petrol station near my place, and they have taught these, it's a new one, but they have taught their staff, how can I help you? Oh, thank you very much. Please come. They want to make me come again. Okay. You know, so then the second one is trustworthiness. For example, if I came to your business and you gave me milk and I boiled it and it got spoiled, please trust me when I come to you the next day and tell you the milk that you know. But some people own business.
The customer is always right.
Yes, you're getting it. And we cannot trust. They don't trust the people that are selling their things. Tomorrow I will not come to you because you're ethically wrong. You're getting it. I can't trust you. You can trust me with the things that I am doing. Then the third one is integrity. You know, integrity is what you are in the dark when nobody is seeing you.
Yeah.
You know, what are the things that you're determined to speak for and stand for in as for your business. You know, and then you want to be transparent with your business. So when people look at you, they can say, I can trust Liz's business. And that's why you see a person can have, let me give you an example, maybe, again, selling milk in a particular area. And then you also come and put there your milk. But because this person has his integrity and is transparent with the things they do, they will leave you, even if you are a lower price. And we shall go to this person. Probably we can go. And then the last one, and this one I like it very much, aim for excellency. You know, aim for excellence in your business. You know, if you are going to do any business, for example, the packaging. You know, how are you packing your Ginas? How are you packing your daddies? You know, how are you packing your crisps? You know, there are people who they pack as if they want the thing to just go away from them. Recently, I saw a lady on the street. She was selling daddies, very nice looking daddies, but they were in a bucket and the bucket was dirty. The packaging was very, very wrong. And I looked at the quality, because you can look at the daddies, you can look at them and say, these daddies look nice and they should be tasty. But look at the packaging. Can I really buy something from this? And yet if she went and packed the things very well, put them in a Kavera, probably people could come and support that business. So that is the last one for that.
Okay, all this comes with, yes, a way to, at the end of the day, come up with an income, come up with all that. How about the concept of patience? We don't see that among young entrepreneurs these days. Because we're all striving for what? Making money. We have to make it either way, be it in a good way or in a bad way. How do you think the young people should cope up with this?
Yeah, thank you very much, Liz. That is a very, very powerful question, especially for young entrepreneurs. Recently, I was talking to a friend of mine, Emma Still, and we're talking about some businesses, and we're saying that we need to come to a place where we don't aim for the big thing. Many people think that after I have started, I'll give an example, selling Ginas. I want all the Ginas to be sold in one day. They are forgetting that business grows. So today, if you're selling, we need to come to a place where I get 500. As long as I can get, let me say, 20,000 every day. Or let me say 10,000 every day. Can I get 10,000? And it is consistent rather than getting 30,000. Then I'll finish 1 week without selling again. That's very different. But if I get 10,000 and 10,000 and 10,000, that's what makes business grow. And I think as a young entrepreneur, people who are just starting up their business, they need to come to that place of to grow their monies. Because money that is grown is money that increases.
One thing that is also taking the young entrepreneurs apart when it comes to startups and pushing through their businesses, you'll find that they are hungry for success.
Yes.
That is where you find we have competition.
Yes.
But most of which this competition is not healthy.
Yes.
How does a young person decide, or how do they get to know this competition is healthy for my business, this competition is not healthy?
Competition is good in business, but comparison is bad.
Okay.
The biggest challenge that they are having is they are comparing themselves. For example, a person starts up a spare part business and they want to drive a car that Wavamuno is driving. Are you getting that? Because Wavamuno is into this. Yeah? Yes. And because they want to compete. You want to compete with somebody who's on a bigger side. So if the best way is to look at your strength. And that's why in entrepreneurship, we have what we call the SWOT analysis. Yes. Where you say, what is my strength? What are my weaknesses? What are my threats? And what are my opportunities? And so when you determine this is my strength, I don't think I'm a good person to speaking to clients. That means I will get somebody with like Liz who has a good voice, you know, and then that's the complaint. That's the truth. You're getting who will speak to my clients on this. And then what are my strengths? You know, I mean, what are my weaknesses? I think time management, I need to work on that. Okay. You're getting it. What are my weaknesses? Location is bad. This location cannot work with this business. You know, all these. So before you start up a business, analyze, get your SWOT analysis, make a 4-box table. Determine your strength, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. And then analyze your decisions based on that. Okay, thank you very much, Julius. I hope you guys have learned something or two of what Coach Julius has talked to us about the SWOT analysis and some of the ethics that one would consider when starting up a business or when pushing through with their business. Remember, we need to strive and build our economy. This is Uganda, guys. We have come to the end of this episode of the Creative Think Tank. Do you have closing remarks for us? My closing remarks are, one, as an entrepreneur, plan for yourself. Be straight with yourself. Be determined to yourself. And be patient with yourself. That is the only thing that can help you grow more and more in your business. With that, you'll make sure that you'll ensure that your ethics are right. Your clients will be supporting you. You'll be speaking well. And the economy will grow well with you. The economy has to go with us. We are the future generation. True. Okay, as I earlier on mentioned, we've come to the end of this episode of the Creative Think Tank. Thank you very much for keeping it tuned on this episode of the Creative Think Tank. Now, for your comments, you can pass them on our different platforms. That is Faraja Television on YouTube, Faraja Television on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And if you are interested in featuring in this show, numbers will be rolling down the screen, plus our email address. You can send us an email or DM us so that we can have you on this wonderful show. This is Creative Think Tank, and I am Elizabeth. Have a blessed week.